Hello my darlings and darklings, welcome back to the Simply Witchery YouTube channel. My name is Lethe and today I am doing the mid-month check-in for May. So let's get into our disclaimers so we can get into the reading. First of all, this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate with everyone. And just because this is a reading for May does not mean that there isn't a message for you if you find this in a later date. So know that this is a timeless reading, and whenever you're watching, this message is for you. So, let me talk about the decks I'm using first. For tarot, I am using the Ostara Tarot. For our oracle cards, I am using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations and the Cosmos Oracle. And then for our self-care activity, I pulled a card from the Action Oracle as well. This is a really nifty little deck, and I've been enjoying using it more often. So those are the decks I'm using this time around. So where I think I'm going to start is I'll start with the Oracle cards, because I feel like I always start with the Oracle cards, so why change a good formula? And then we'll go into the tarot. So the first card I pulled was the binary system from the Cosmos Oracle. And this is, you know what, I lied. I'm going to kind of talk about things all at once because I also, from the Ostara Tarot, one of our tarot cards is the Lovers. And so these two cards kind of have a really, let me show you the Lovers a little better. There you go. And then, so these two cards kind of have a really similar meaning to me. The binary system is all about like coexisting and like doing different things, but doing them around and with each other, and how what we do affects the people we're in relationships with. And the Lovers is, of course, about relationships and community and drawing close to one another and sharing your life with another person, be it romantically or otherwise. And so these two cards are really calling you to, coexist with other people, to pay attention to how what you do affects other people. And so act in a more intentional way than you have been this month, and really just like what you're doing is affecting people, and you need to recognize that. You don't necessarily need to take responsibility for it, because the way that other people feel about what you do isn't really your problem, but do recognize it, because you don't want to be unintentionally hurting someone that you care about. So that's our first piece of advice for this reading. And then I think I'm gonna go to Raziel, our angel for this month, the Angel of Mysteries. And for me, this kind of bounces off the Lovers and the binary system. You don't have all the answers. You don't have all the solutions. It's not your job to have the answers and to have the solutions. So when people in your life are looking to you being like, what do I do? How do I handle this? What's going on? Know that it's okay if you say, I don't know, but I'm here for you. And I'm listening to you, and I value you, and I understand. I recognize the way you feel. Which leads me to the Nine of Cups, which is another card I pulled from the Ostara Tarot for us. This one for me is about resting emotionally. So as you're being there for other people, and as you're being in community with people, remember that you don't have to be doing that all the time. Like, even though you're being called to be with others and to hold space for others and to love on other people and allow them to love on you in return, it's important to take time for peace and relaxation by yourself as well, because that's how we understand ourselves and our feelings, which is important when we're in relationship with others. If you can't explain to your partner or to your best friend or to whoever how you're feeling, then they can't really do anything to change their behavior that may be making you upset, or to change or to help you, to support you through this. If you don't know what you're feeling, no one can really help you. So know what you're feeling is really what I'm getting from that. And then the last tarot card I drew was the Hanged Man, which also kind of speaks to finding peace in the limbo of this time. I think a lot of us are feeling caught, and we can't really move on from the suddenness of everything that's happened. So you just kind of have to learn to exist in the kind of limbo, is just what I'm hearing from this card. Just figure out how to exist in the limbo, figure out what a happy, healthy life looks like for you in this time, and just learn to be there until what is going on passes, because it will pass. And there's not a lot you can do to hurry it along, so you may as well figure out how to be happy in the situation you're in, or figure out how to be as happy as possible, as safe as possible, and as healthy as possible. So yeah. Then, last but certainly not least, is our self-care action, which is be creative, be free. I've been pulling this card a lot for the collective in this time, so I'm just going to read, there's a little description on the back, and I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to talk a little bit, but the nice thing about this deck is it kind of speaks for itself. So, express yourself and find freedom from life. Use your creativity to escape from the issues plaguing you for a while. You may find a solution while being in your happy freedom. Take action. Paint, write, read, draw, dance, sing, whatever drives your creative muscle, flex it. So this totally follows what I was saying with the Hanged Man and with the Nine of Cups. Be creative and take time where you just don't worry and you don't think about all this stuff. It's important to be conscious and to be present, but you don't have to be conscious and present at all times. So, take the advice of this card, do any of those things that on that list that you want to do, and maybe do it with other people while you're at it. Take time for yourself, but also share. Excuse me. But also share in this time. I have allergies, just so you know. I feel like I always gotta explain why I sneeze now, which, yay for a global pandemic. But it's definitely allergies, I promise. Anyway, yeah, so that's what the cards have to say to you, lovely, beautiful people out there right now. Let me do one last look to make sure I didn't miss anything as I got distracted by a sneeze. No, I think that's all. All right, so that was our mid-month check-in. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future. I post every Monday on YouTube, and I post daily on Instagram if you want to check that out. I'm simply Witchery there as well. And comment down below to let me know what resonated with you, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!